How's it going, guys? We're gonna have another Coops replay. This time he's gonna be playing the Tomb Kings. He's gonna be rocking Katep, and then he's up against the Central Scrutinizer on the Beastmen, rocking a Bray Shaman of, I believe, Wilds. One thing that maybe want to immediately cast, or rather, maybe want to cast it is Jabberslith. I do love the Jabberslith, and also the Eye of Morslip. Jabberslith is great, as long as you utilize him correctly. And then the Eye of Morslib, it's just a love from Warhammer 2. He's not that great in Warhammer 3 just because ultra unit or large units, monstrous units. I'm struggling there. Get it together. Monstrous units, monster units did not translate well over to the new size modeling, new size, default size in Warhammer 3, which is large to ultra. And Eye of Morslib is definitely one of them. But nonetheless, let's get to the army. Katep, what's he got? He's not in his he's not in his little room, but his casket of souls. Instead, he's just on the little skeleton horseman mount. For spells, he's got incantation of curse blades and protection, and then incantation of vengeance. I don't ever usually see that used, but to be fair, I haven't cast that many, or rather seen that many Tomb Kings Night battles. But yeah, this is just kind of like a worse spell costs in terms of value. But we'll see. I mean, it's still a speed debuff, which is very, 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 very important. Big miss by the Eye of Morslib. No surprise there. Standard. But that is it. He also has his Lich Staff, which again is okay. Nothing too big. Nothing game breaking or too noteworthy. It's just a cooldown. It's just a plus 15-second cooldown to your enemy. Like, big whoop. Necropolis Knights. Awesome unit. Love them. One of my favorite units. Just how freaking stylish they are. Very cool. Front line of Skeleton Warriors. We're going to have some Necropolis Horsemen. 2 on each flank. We're going to have some Tomb Guarded Halberds. 2 on each flank as well. 3 Horse Archers because they're just fantastic. 2 more Skeleton Warriors in the back. 2 Shopti Great Bows. 1 being the ROR Chosen of the Gods. Fantastic unit. No surprise there. Pretty much a staple in most matchups. Then we have the Kepler Guard. Again, another staple in most matchups. They're just that freaking good. 70 armor. 41 melee attack. 1 melee defense. And then that rockin' bonus for symmetry of 9. And of course, their regen, which is really, really freaking good late game. But yeah, nuts. For the Beastmen side, we have the Eye of Morslib. Look at this big red boy styling on the Tomb Kings. Not in terms of accuracy with his boulder throwing, but just in terms of fashion. Look at him. And in terms of strength, look at that. Man is packing some heat, and he's about to throw another freaking boulder their way. But yeah, I have Morslip, cool unit. One of my favorite Beastman units. Just not that great. Sidewars, not great in general. On Warhammer 3, not that accurate. Don't hit as hard because of, again, the size difference from Warhammer 2 to Warhammer 3. Bunch of different health values and whatnot. So it sucks, kind of. But nonetheless, I'm glad to see him. He's my boy. Now, for the Lord side, we have the Great Bray Shaman with Wild. And he's just going to be rocking Traderkin because Traderkin is nuts even after being nerfed. And he's going to be on a Chariot. Then, for the range side, we're going to have some Centaurs with throwing axes and a bunch of Ungor Raiders because that is the way. There's so many freaking Ungor Raiders because they're cheap and it's just volume of fire. You guys know I love volume of fire. It just it's so much better than just blowing on your wad on something like the Eye of Morslip, which can do some damage. But again, you're getting so much volume of fire that your enemy has to deal with and get on top of, and it's just great. It's great stuff. But then again, you know, something like the Eye of Morslip has its own pros and cons to it. Because Ungor Raiders, they will rout quickly. They have that typical standard Beastman leadership, a base value of 45 with a flank secure of 5. So that's a rocking 50 at right now. Something gets on top of them, they will run away. Wow. The Eye of Morslib will stick around. Look at his leadership. Look at those stats. Not bad. 32 melee defense, not great. 54 melee attack, good. And pretty decent weapon strength too. Now, Jabber's Life. Homie, this is my friend right here. Look at this guy. He's adorable. Love those horns. Love the torn up wings. Love that spiky tail. Love that he can't fly. He's adorable. He's one of my favorite units, again, for the Beastmen roster. And he just has some of the coolest animations in the game. Look at him. Fluttering back and forth. Look at him go. Anyways. Rest of the Beastmen army. Yeah, Ungors in the front. Bitty Ungor Chaft. Useless. Now we do have some Gore Herd. Blackhorn Ravagers are a war. Great unit. Will be a decent late game with that perfect vigor. Now I contradicted myself there. Late game, I mean rather great unit and decent. Yeah. Happens. But the thing is, it's a decent unit. It's a good unit late game. Perfect vigor and that nice leadership will help the Beastmen's infantry. Anyways, we're gonna have the infantry start to clash. I'm gonna shut up now about words I can't say. Big boulder thrown in towards the Chosen of the Gods. Gonna knock off one model. Very decent, very decent. Jabber's Life is getting lit the heck up, so it needs to back away. Acropolis Knights also starting to get a little bit lit up, so they're running away. Kept her guard. They're on an incantation of protection on top of them. They're gonna delete these Ungor hordes. These guys are gonna take it badly. Some Ungor raiders just shooting into infantry. These guys are continuing to shoot into Necropolis Knights. Very good target. Another boulder thrown in at the Chosen of the Gods. No surprise. Big miss. Some free value over here on this side. Those throwing axes are devouring those Toongar's halberds. I mean, they do have, of course, shields, but I'm pretty sure these guys have... Do these guys not have shield breakers? They don't. They don't have shield breaker, but they still have pretty good AP values. So, those Toongar's halberds, getting some of those off in the late game is a really smart choice. And we're gonna have Sandstorm return on top of some of the Ungors, but not gonna do too well. These Ungors are gonna rout thanks to the Kepler Guard. Yeah, they just devoured them. No surprise there. Big charge by the Necropolis Knights on top of these Ungor Raiders. So we lost 2, but we still have 2 shooting, 2 firing in. The Jabber's Life gonna come in here, whoop some butt, start to help out with the fight here. Gonna chew down on some Necrohorror Horsemen. At least I think he is. What is he doing there? Come on, buddy. You want to do something? Nope. You're just going to make me look like a fool. Anyways, the Skeleton Warriors going to start fighting in the back line. Trying to protect their Ushapti. This one's still up and firing. Where did the other one go? I think we lost the other one. Oh, no, they're here. Chosen of the Gods are still up. 11 models still kicking. 23 value. Or 23 kills, 342 value, but now they're getting some throwing axes thrown into their backs. That's not great. Those Chosen of the Gods are very important, and getting them deleted by Center Gorge or throwing axes, not going to be looking great. Kepler Guard still chewing through Ungor like they were destined to. The Necropolis Knights are pushing in, charging after those Ungor hordes, but again, you push one, you get shot by the other. What's going to happen? Your skeletons can only be on one thing at a time. But there's going to be in the shop, see something on top of these Ungor, and then we do have some Skeleton Warriors chasing after them. Or rather, chasing after these other ones, but still, they're pressuring them. That means that they can't shoot. We have some more Skeleton Warriors over here. They can get on top of them as well. These have been routed, but these have come back, and now they're shooting at the Necropolis Knights, along with the Jabber's Life fighting them. So those Necropolis Knights are going to be taking a beating, but Incantation of Cursed Blades overcasted to get that bonus, which is larger, plus 16. So that Jabber's Life has to watch out, be careful. Sandstorm on top of these Ungor Raiders, not going to do too much, did a little damage. Katep is going to be, needs to watch out a little bit. Warp Gaze thrown on top of him. Ooh, he's going to take a nice boulder hit. Top, what are you doing? Look at him. You think you really can fight him? I know you're Warp Gaze, but come on there, buddy. You need to get the hell out of there as soon as you can. Chosen of the Gods is, they're not looking so great. They got 5 models left, but they do have the Great Shaman cornered. But here's the thing. Sandagor is coming in. They're going to come save the day. they're gonna finish off those chosen of the gods. Tomb guards and halberds, they're gonna come in as well, help to try to surround those centaurs, possibly um, still catch the Lord, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think the Beastman players gonna notice. These Shopti are still up, rocking 7 models still, but they are disintegrating. They are not going to be coming back. Infantry side for both players looking fairly scarce. Um, we do have the Kepler Guard up and going, rocking that regen and bringing back some of those models. Yeah, they are going to be very deadly late game. Shepherd's Life is getting shot at, and it's just really sucks. There's nothing that can be done about this at the moment. Centaurs could charge them, but and catch them eventually, but there's just so much other stuff that they have to worry about. These skeleton horsemen are smartly getting rid of these Unger Raiders, so they're not gonna have any contest to stop them from shooting at the Jabber's Life. Maybe the Eye of Morslip can throw some shots in at the skeleton horsemen, but horde chargers, but I don't think it's worth it. It's better just to shoot at the Kepler Guard and the Tomb Guards, even if the Kepler Guard regen models. The Tep is just running around, casting spells, rocking that Restless Dead, doing what he needs to be doing. I haven't seen any cast from the Great Shaman. I'm sure I've missed some good ones. More models regenerated by the Kepler Guard. We're gonna have the what is it? Incantation of Vengeance thrown on top of these Centaurs. You know, it's gonna do a little bit of damage, slow them down a bit. And then to give these horse archers more time to keep kiting them. But these Unger hordes might catch them. In terms of if the Tomb King's player has a lapse of micro, we're gonna have the cast I was thinking of, Predakin, overcasted on top of Katep. At least I'm thinking Traderkin is the right one. I think it's a blob type of spell you want to go for, not just one model, not just a one character type of spell. So, but you know, you'll try to get what damage you can on Katep. And maybe the Beastman player was hoping that the Tomb King's player would not notice. Huge boulder thrown in on the Tomb Guard and Katep and the Kepler Guard. Very nice shot. And then Jabber's Life, is gonna jump in as well, get some nice kills. But Kepler Guard is still up and running. Those Tomb Guards are dead for sure, though. They only have 21 models. They're disintegrating 500 HP. Centaurs are gonna charge in, try to finish them off. But the Kepler Guard are still standing, 58 models. Now, let's look at the overall army left that we have for both sides. Very close game here. It looks like Beastmen players might win this out. At least that's what the balance of power thinks. But I think that's because of the Eye of Morslib and the few shots it still has left. I think the Eye of Morslib is weighs very heavily on the balance of power. To say if something were to get rid of the Eye of Morslib, I think it would be start moving in terms of the Tomb King's more of an even balance of power, or maybe even in the Tomb King's side. But I'm overestimating the amount of value the Eye of Morslib has. Nonetheless, their Tomb Kings are going to have an easy way to deal with Eye of Morslib this late in the game now. The horse archers are almost out of ammo. They only have 3 volleys left, and I think that's their only one left. They only have 3 volleys left in total, and they have nothing that can really get rid of the Eye of Morslib. We have some tomb halberds here, but they only have 58 models. It's not going to be enough. Yeah, the Beastman player just might win this out here. This is a really close game. But look at that. The Blackhorn's Ravagers are still up and running. 36 models. You see what I'm saying? They are very nice unit for the Beastman side, at least for the infantry. Jabberslythe coming in there, trying to chew on some skeleton horsemen. You know, I'm surprised he's still standing. I'm surprised he's still walking around. He has 11 leadership. He was just down to 3 for a second there, but he is still up and about. He does not mind hanging in there. These Liquor Horsemen chasing off these Centaurs, doing what they can before they disintegrate. These skeleton warriors so far off, they're never going to catch up. Yeah, it's just a little bit of fast forwarding here. Some more shooting in from these Ungar Raiders. These Ungar Raiders are relentless. They keep coming back. One of them still standing. That's hilarious late game. I've never seen. Can't imagine Ungar Raiders being around late game. Yeah, but we have some Senators still up late game with what is this? Five volleys of ammunition. This one has 6. That's really nice to have late game. So they don't have huge targets. Tune key. Throwing them at the Tomb Guard would be nice. Same with maybe the Kepler Guard. But I think I'd probably prioritize the Tomb Guard just because they're like the only things that can deal with Eye of Morslip. Ungar Raiders getting some shots in on Katep. Katep might fall here. Depending on if you know, Katep isn't careful. Oof. I don't think he's gonna be able to get out of range fast enough before he dies. Will he? Will they get another volume of shots in? Volley of shots in? I think he'll be fine. Yeah, he survives, but barely. 400 HP. Skeleton Horse Archer's gonna get on top of those Ungar Raiders. Bye, Ungar Raiders. I feel so bad for you, but you're gone. Later. I have more slip. What can you do about him? It's 8200 HP left. There's just nothing. I mean, you may try to proc army losses on top of this Beastmen player, but Katep is dead, so you know. I think that's about it. I think this is a win for the Beastmen side. Kepler Guard, you're great, but you cannot clutch this. My boy is gonna clutch it late game. That's right. I have more slip. Let's see that value, and let's see that value on the Eye of Morslip. If you can shut me up real quick. 2500 value. Very nice. Love me an Eye of Morslip. Proven to be the OG. Back again. Throwing those boulders. And in some top tier value. Then again, the Eye of Morslip wasn't punished too much. If there was anything on the field that could have punished the Eye of Morslip, maybe, just maybe it could have been the Chopti, but I'm not entirely sure how that trade goes. I'm not entirely sure if the Chopti are suited for that. There are better units to be targeting with the Chopti early on, say like the Ungar Raiders, because as soon as you get them off the field, same with the or the Senegor's throwing axes. As soon as you get those off the field, a lot of the skirmishing side and shooting side from the Beastmen are gone. And Senegor, rather, the Cygor takes a long time to build up that value. Yeah, he's picking off models slowly, one at a time from the Shopti. So you're losing a bit of capability with the Shopti, but if you're but it doesn't take much to also get rid of the Ungar Raiders. So, or Senegor's throwing axes with your Shopti. But, you know, some would probably argue differently. I mean, I am kind of washed here, so hard to say. If I was in this matchup, it's tough. It is tough. I mean, the horse archers are there to also deal with the Cygor and Senegor throwing axes. The Shopti are free to kind of shoot at the Ungar Raiders as well. Nonetheless, pretty sweet game, pretty nice game to cast. Love seeing the Necropolis Knights in the game. Again, they're an awesome unit. 207 kills, 1000 value. Not bad. Pretty sure they paid for themselves, I think. Unless I'm remembering correctly. Maybe I'm thinking of the halberds, which are more expensive. I'm not sure. But they did good. They did what they were supposed to. They just took quite a bit of damage from all those Ungar Raiders. Utep did fine. Again, he's not there to get all that value. It's just from the healing. Numerical value. On the late game screen, I mean. He's there to get that healing value in. And, you know, occasionally buffing, which helps. That protection does help a lot of the times. Capital Guard unfortunately didn't have too many targets to slaughter. Really, they had a lot of targets to slaughter, but not very many high value targets. They did their job. Killed a bunch of cheap infantry. Even killed a bunch of, even did really well sweeping in the back and trying to get rid of those Ungo Raiders. They did their job. Everything else, yeah, unsubstantial. Rather not not noteworthy. 1500 value on the Great Brave Shaman. So clearly I missed some uh casts by him, but nonetheless he's done well. 900 value on Grabber Slice, 600 value, 900 value, 1000 value on this Throwing Axe. Nice. Yeah, sweet game. Thanks to Coops for posting this in the Human Boy Discord. Again, will be in the description. And I will see you guys next time. Later.